Yaya playing as the French, and look, Gusgus playing as the Lakota. So this should be a pretty good 1v1. Looks like Yaya has already gotten 60 food with the blueberries, and Gusgus has gone, I believe it's, what Gusgus got? Did he get coin, it looks like? Yep. I thought it was wood for a second. I'm like, oh, yeah. Oh, actually, no, I didn't even read that, but okay. So, looks like Lakota's building this market right now with the teepee. This is a pretty good economical setup when you're Lakota, because with Lakota, this teepee right here not only boosts the hit points of your nearby units, it also improves the gather rate of your villagers. So, if you can, try to herd your hunts towards the teepee, so you get an improvement in hunting rate, too. And then basically what you try to get as well, try to eventually get hunting dogs from your market so you can maximize your hunting rate with the Lakota before you get any sort of cards on there to improve it. And yep, let's see what the French got here. 3 villagers, so they got the 3 CBDs in, very nice. This is what the deck looks like. This is kind of an interesting deck. Not a lot of unit cards here. A very, very light Fortress Age. You only got Falconet, 8 Skirm, but we get a ton of eco cards. We got Royal Mint, Reef Ridge, Sustainable Agriculture, and we even got Rum Distillery. When do we ever see those in like a 1v1 professional tournament deck? Very rare. That's a very rare thing to find, so yeah, it's going to be a pretty interesting thing to say the least. Whereas the Lakota's looking a bit more normal here. He's got his archers, his axe riders, his Takala. He's got the Cheyenne support card. He's got his great hunter there. So yeah, the Lakota's looking a bit more 1v1 prepared here. So I don't know if this is going to be a beatdown against the French or what. Maybe the French is on to something. Maybe he's just really skilled with the French and he can afford to run late game cards like that to help him out deep into the match. Who knows? But yeah. What is he aging up with? The Core Master for 400 wood? I'm assuming Lakota are going the Chief. Yep, they're going the Chief. It's literally a clone of that. It's literally a clone of the Core Master. He also gives you 400 wood. You put it down into a War Hut, as well as getting your initial troops, whether that's going to be War Clubs or the C10 Bowmen. Right, it looks like he has also built his tribal marketplace, and he will be collecting some coin out here. He's got about 4 vills onto the tribal marketplace there, and he's going to start gathering some gold. And foreign wood coming in, very nice. Queuing up a villager, very, very good. Let's see what his war chief's doing. He's going to be going right around here. Alright, going after that scout. Very nice. Hunting dogs coming in for the French. Very good. Then they'll get placer mines, I'm assuming. Yep. Alright. Everything's going to a plan so far here. Everybody's playing pretty standard. Now, question is, how will the French start? Will they go stable with the Hussar, or will they go barracks? Yeah, so he's going to start off with barracks and go musketeer, it looks like. Whereas Lakota will establish a war hut somewhere, right? Will they? I'm trying to figure it out. Alright, so he's going to go with the defensive war hut. This can be a pretty safe bet to do as Lakota. You don't always have to go with the forward war hut. You can sometimes do a defensive one to protect the hunt and protect your base from potential pressure. Yeah, so yep, that's typically something we can do here. Just put the war hut right there. Just build up real nice and easy. And then you can take tons of C10 bowmen and fight the French musketeers. That's typically what you're going to want to do in this situation. So as soon as that war hut's up, we're going to see some C10 bowmen coming out, and that should be pretty good. Alright, here comes the musketeers right there. Alright, so now let's see. Chief retreat there, very good. Corral coming up over here. This means that we're probably going to see a combination of War Hut units and Axe Riders in Age 2. Sort of similar to what we saw with the Red Kit versus Azam series in the round of 64 in this tournament. So this should be pretty neat. The French, though, the French actually went double barracks. He's going to go musket, crossbow. Crossbow to deal with war clubs, most likely, and have a nice long-range unit to fight the archers with, and then keep musketeers around as sort of a backbone that he can fight the axe riders with. So going with the mixture there. I think that's a pretty safe bet here since you're dealing with a very powerful cavalry civ like the Lakota to have those musketeers there to back up your crossbows. So that should be good. So let's see how this ends up working out. Right now he's got about 10 muskets on the field. Got crossbowman right over here. He's got another musket right now. He has sort of stopped making crossbows though, so I don't know what he's doing. And now he's building up a church. Could he be going for the, yeah, he might actually be going for those royal decree texts with the grenadiers. That could be a pretty spicy add-on, I would say. Absolutely. That could give him a pretty good advantage. It looks like Yaya also did get the 320 XP treasure, so he is going to be sticking in a Edict of Nantes there as well with his gold shipment there. And that should be able to get him some pretty good grenadiers with those royal decree texts. Yep. So now he's going to be focusing on going to Fortress Age. And what is he going to be aging up with here? He's going to be going up with the Exiled Prince for a quick age up to basically get right into going Falconet Skirmisher. Alright, so it looks like what Gusgus did, Gusgus actually went to Fortress Age. And now he's got the Rifle Riders. And what he's going to do is, he's going to start fighting the muskets and the crossbowmen with the Rifle Riders. And the Rifle Riders are going to do a beautiful job. Because they actually have anti-musketeer, anti-heavy infantry multipliers. It's very rare for a Dragoon in this game to have anti-heavy infantry multipliers. So basically it makes it a hybrid between light cavalry and heavy cavalry because it has both anti-infantry attributes and anti-cavalry attributes. So it's got both the heavy and the it has both the heavy and the light cavalry tags. Which means, interestingly enough, not only can you counter Rifle Riders with skirmishers, you can also counter them with Dragoons because of that heavy cavalry tag. Very interesting, right? So, what I would be doing as France right now that I'm in Age 3, I would be getting a stable and getting some Dragoons out with skirmishers. That would be your best recipe for dealing with Rifle Riders. If you can go Dragoon Skirmisher, it totally shuts down Rifle Riders. Yeah, okay, so he's switching the skirms, that's good. He's adding in 2 Falconet. You got to be careful of that because Rifle Riders, they get 6x against artillery. They are good at sniping artillery. They're actually really good at that, so you got to be really careful with that. Alright, so he's got some crossbowmen there. Unfortunately, though, the Lakota is also doing his Wakina rifles, which is their skirmisher unit in Age 3. So you're going to be dealing with these Wakina rifles as well as these Rifle Riders here. Rifle Riders are right on top of his Explorer there. Now he does have to retreat. He did make some of the Young Guard with the Royal Decree there. He's got skirmishers mixed in with crossbows, 2 Falconets there. A couple more skirms coming in too. So that should be quite good. Alright, so Wakina and Rifle Rider moving forward. Should be pretty nice. Okay. Retreat, retreat. Very nice. They out of the range of that Falconet. And then you're shipping in about 5 Axe Riders. Here comes all these King rifles. Very nice. Any other good shipments he's got? He could go for 3 Tokala soldiers. They'd be Shao-Teched into veteran. That's another option. And then he could follow it up with maybe even the Age 2 shipment. He's got a few good options here. But it's really up to him at the end what he ends up doing here. Alright. Well, one thing I'll note about this army of Yaya. He's got no anti-cavalry. He just keeps going anti-infantry. So really, as long as Lakota goes with some form of hand cavalry, he's going to win this no problem. This is like an easy steal right here. He's not even, he's microing. He's microing now. He's targeting the artillery. That's good. Yeah, take that out. Be all set. That'd be very nice. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. Really good combat there. Nice. Yeah. Nice. Good. Very good. Look at him taking out all those Grenadiers now. That's wonderful. Here comes the Wakina as well. Shred those skirms. Very nice. Good. And then you can start attacking the barracks too, right? Very good. Very, very good.
J'ai repris des forces.
Nice, barracks down, very good. Oh man, here comes the skirms again. Look at that. Retreat, retreat. Get out of there. Wakinas. How's Lakota's economy doing? So Lakota's economy is doing pretty good. He is going to be adding in the elite axe riders, it looks like. Very nice. That should allow him to get an easy win here. Because the one thing that I'm still not seeing from this French player, no dragoons. No dragoons, not even halbs. So all it takes is for this Lakota to just add in the hand cavalry, and it's like fatality, man. Fatality right away. So yeah, let's see him get those axe riders in there and really clean this guy up right now. Alright, so he's going to get a war up there. He just completed that mine. Now he's going to move on to this one. And is he going to set up another tribal marketplace on another mine nearby, or no? Okay. He is building a town center, so he's getting a secondary TC. That's a good move. You know your opponent here really isn't the brightest bulb on the Christmas tree, since he's not even getting anti-cavalry at all against Lakota. So yeah, you may as well just get another town center at this point. Get that boom going, so you really don't even have to question your economy at that point. Yeah, I think that's a pretty solid idea at this stage. And also, I would consider shipping in the 3 Tokala soldiers right now. Just saying. If you can get those Tokala soldiers there, he's gonna be begging for mercy. He's gonna be crying uncle at that point. Yeah. So get those 3 Tokala soldiers in there, and you should be all set. Also queuing in the axe riders too. It looks like. Yep, very good. And here comes the 3 Tokala soldiers. Very nice. That's exactly what I want him to do, because now with those Tokala soldiers, those Tokala soldiers are going to have multipliers against infantry, and they're going to like shred these skirms. And they also have a ton of like tankiness with their HP too, so skirms will be sitting there all day and night trying to take them out, which is really good. Combined with the Axe Rider support, this should be an easy cleanup on aisle 5. Guaranteed. So let's see what happens though. This should be pretty fun. France is building walls. This is interesting. We don't ever see this on this map. Look at all the walls he's building. This is crazy. That's a lot of walls he's got there, yeah. Very, very nice. Here comes the Axe Riders now. Here comes more Axe Riders. One interesting thing we haven't seen yet is a community plaza, which I think would be a nice thing to consider as well at this stage. Yeah, because with the Wakoa you can get the siege dance at the community plaza, and that can help you rip through these buildings a lot faster. So I don't know why we haven't seen that yet personally, but I think that would be a great decision here personally. Either way though, he should be able. Yeah, no, he's one of those fair and square. His opponent really doesn't know what he's doing. Now he's making dragoons. Look at that. How long did it take you to figure that out? Grenadiers. Look at all these. I got dragoons. Got 2 heavy cannons. It's like, man, if you just got dragoons earlier, you would have been all right. Now it's like way too late for that. You know? Oh yeah, no. Crazy how long he waited to just get some dragoons. I don't know. Thinking too good that day. Absolutely not. Oh wow, that was a good shot though. Look at how many Wakoa rifles went down. Yeah. There you go. Ow. GG. Ah, good match. Good match. Especially by Gusgus. Gusgus did pretty alright there, you know. I'd like to see how he does against other people, though. Eventually when we go through these matches. Definitely. So let's go on to the next one.